Hello, my name is Austin Steyer, and this is a presentation pitch for the game Cuddle Bullet. Cuddle Bullet will be a third-person puzzle platform game where you take control of Cupid as he solves his way through a series of deadly rooms designed by a cyber terrorist to keep the police from getting close to him as he steals billions of dollars from working citizens using the internet. The main theme of the game is emotions and how they color our thoughts and actions. The player will be able to control 4 emotions: hate, fear, love, and greed. With hate, the player can make his target hostile, using them to destroy obstacles. Fear can be used to make enemies stay away from certain areas, objects, or even certain people. Love will attract its target to a person, place, or a thing. And greed will cause its target to try and pick up an item or even other robots, and move them. The cyber terrorist has built a few different AI robots to help him stop anyone who might be trying to stop him. These robots include turrets that shoot from a fixed point, tanks that move on treads to shoot you, spiders that can crawl on ceilings and walls, and construction bots that lift heavy objects and destroy anything in their path. The player will have to solve crazy puzzles by changing the emotional state of robots so that the player can get to the next room. Puzzles will consist of complicated door locks, moving floors, breakable objects, barriers, and moving walls. The player's goal is to solve the puzzles so that they can reach the terrorist and change how he sees the world. The pertinent rules are as follows. 1. To give a robot an emotion, you must first pick an emotion that you are going to give. Players will do this by pressing the spacebar so that they can cycle through emotions and pick the one that they want to use. 2. After shooting the robot and giving them an emotion, the robot will feel, but not have a purpose behind the feeling. For example, if you give a robot the emotion of hate, they will become hostile and start to hate, but they won't have a specific target, so they will hate everything. They won't differentiate between players or other robots. 3. To give a feeling purpose, the player will have to shoot a second arrow at the intended target. With the mechanics outlined in the last slide and some skill, levels can be created that will test the player's abilities to problem solve. Puzzles that use multiple emotions or puzzles with multiple solutions can be made. If multiple solutions are added, players will have a choice on how they go about solving those puzzles. This game shares similarities with other games such as Portal, Swiper, and other puzzle games. But due to Cuddle Bullet's unique mechanics, the puzzles that the player has to solve will be different. With terrorism being a difficult subject for people living in modern times today, the game might offend some audiences. The message of the game is that terrorism is ruled by hate and ignorance. But with this being a game, the creation of the game might end up changing the message that we're trying to bring across. We must not lose sight of this. Also, without a prototype, we simply won't know if people want to play a game where you solve puzzles with emotions.